Hello everyone and welcome to Bevan's Bricks. Trying to double check, make sure I got everything working right. Trying to find some music that I might possibly like. Lego Joe, how you doing, my friend? And this particular stream is quite simply Queen City Bricks. Hey, Aaron DeLalo. I got a special gift, and what I mean by a special gift is I got a huge box of stuff, and I'm going to open it live because I have no idea what's inside, and I want everybody to see my live reaction. I am just trying to find some music to kind of cue up. Bear with me. Yeah, I guess we'll try that for now. Happy Saturday to you, Kip. Let me turn that music down just a little bit more. We don't want it too loud. And hey, Cajun Yeti. I'm going to give it a few more minutes, but I just want to show you guys. I just got this in the mail today. As you can see, it went to my P.O. box. I don't know actually when this was sent because I haven't been to my P.O. box in a few weeks. But yes, it is deja vu, Steve, because you were the one that sent me. You're the one that got me hooked on trains. Anyway, though, this is something. The only reason I know it was Joe Bennett is due to the fact that he had sent me today in the comments on one of my videos asking me if I had received any packages recently. So I'm assuming this is sent by him. This package weighs 20 pounds. It's a huge package, and I mean, it's heavy. But like I said, I wanted to open it live. It sounds like it could be Lego, but it's so heavy, I don't know, and that's why I wanted to do this on a live stream. The weekends absolutely are the best, Aaron. I totally agree with you. And thank you, James Jackson. It's glad to be back. Or I'm glad to be back, I should say. Lego Joe says, I've done a little bit more work on my hospital since the last time you streamed. So since today is Saturday, he said I'd be working on it again while I stream. And that's awesome. Thank you, Lego Joe. Anyway, like I said, I'm just giving it a few more minutes because I want everybody to be as shocked as I am, I hope. I almost wonder if I should raise the camera up so everybody can see what I'm... Yeah, let me readjust the camera a little bit, and I'll open it this way. There, everybody can get a view of my shirt this way. Hey, Click and Cliff, how you doing? Hey, Matt, Brooks Bricks, how you doing, my friend? Anyway, though, and thank you for subscribing, Click and Cliff. Anyway, let's see what's inside this box because you know what has been killing me since I got this from the post office, and I'm just dying to dig in. So, and again, I have no idea what this was or what was sent or. So you guys get to experience it with me. And let's start by reading the letter. Man, there is a ton of stuff in here from what I can see. It looks like it's a bunch of manuals, but it says, "Hi, I'm Joe Bennett." So okay, he was okay with me sending the her saying his name. But anyway, it says, "Hi, I'm Joe Bennett. I'm the one who asks a lot of questions. I'm also a huge fan of your videos. I haven't watched them all, but you inspire me to make my own Lego city. It's not as big as yours, but you work with what you have. Some stuff that you build makes my mind blown, like a cell phone tower. I myself would never have thought of that, and for that I say thank you for all that you do and keep up the great work." And thank you so much, Joe. Let me go on to finish reading. It also says, "I also have stuff for you like Lego Paces I will never use. Some comics that I know nothing about, but I got them, and that is from my first job ever. I also have my convention center mock. It's in a tiny bag. I only have one issue, and that is What Color is the Minifig? I also have, oh, I only have one picture, excuse me. I also have pictures of my Lego City for you to look up at any time you feel free. Thank you for taking your time on reading this. I'm a big fan, and keep up the good work, like your Adventure Tower. And again, thank you so much, John Bennett, or Joe Bennett, I'm sorry. And let's see what all you gave us in here. So this is freaking cool. And it looks, oh, it's comic books, okay. So when you said comic books, you literally meant comic books. Holy crap, dude. Let's get some of these out of here. Let's see what we get. And there's a ton of comic books. It's not just one or two. Now, how awesome is that? Comic books. Look at these, man. Some of these are old as heck. Look at that. Is that awesome or what? I used to love these. The Archie Bunker comics. Does anybody else remember these? This is Betty and Veronica. Oh, man. And I have a bunch of the old Archie comics. This is so freaking cool. This is awesome. Spike and Tyke. Everybody remember those cartoons? Man, there is some... I haven't even seen some of these before. Hanna-Barbera. Everybody remembers Yogi Bear. Actually, this is the Hair Bear Bunch, excuse me. I don't really remember that show, but it reminds me of Yogi Bear. And, ooh, this is a nice one. Dark Dominion. I like it. We got some more Archies. These are missing the covers, but not a big deal. Oh my god, I have a bunch of these comics too. Future Force. These are 80s. These are awesome comics. They also had, besides just doing Future Force, they do also make one that was called Atari Force. Just, you know what? Give me 1 second, guys. This is freaking awesome or what? I just wanted to show you guys. Like I said, this is a comic from the 80s, and so is this. This is my Atari Force. And these were both really good comics, believe it or not, but I never got any of the Future Force. I always had all the Atari Force. But very, 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 very freaking cool, man. And yes, this is kind of, I know this is off kilter from the Lego, but everybody knows that I love comics, and this is just freaking awesome. This one I've never heard of. War Dancer. So that's a new one to me. Shadow Man. That is actually a new one to me as well. Just showing you guys. Hard Case. There's quite a few of these that I actually have not heard of, believe it or not. And I wonder, it must be because Valiant. That's why. I never was a big person on Valiant comics. So a lot of these are extremely new to me. These are like unheard ofs to me. These look cool though, and these are something that I'm definitely going to want to read. Okay, these are early 90s. 92 is what I'm seeing for the year. Yep, 92. So that's why a lot of these are kind of new to me. Defiant Comics. There's some more. Has anybody else watched? And hey, Papa's Bricks. The TV show of this, I know it's not called Jughead. I'm trying to remember what the name of the TV show is. But there's an actual TV show that has some of the using the Archie characters. It's a really good show if you guys haven't seen it or heard of it. And I really wish I could remember the name of it off the top of my head. But freaking awesome, man. It's some more Future Force. So I'm going to have to go through these and put them in order and put them away. Prototype. Origins, Malibu. These are freaking awesome, though. That's 93. And who doesn't love Spider or Superman? I'm sorry, I'm trying. I need to speed through this a little bit faster, but freaking awesome. I'm kind of like reading them as I go along. I cannot believe all the Archie comics that are here. I mean, holy crap. Dude, these are old as heck. These are like really, really, well, this one's 70. Let's see, these are very, very early 70s. Got Reggae and Me, Betty and Veronica, Archie's Pals and Gals, some more Pals and Gals, Laugh, some more Archie. He has a ton of Archie and Reggie, and this is so freaking amazing. How freaking cool. And again, I'm trying to speed through them a little bit for you guys. So I know you don't want to sit and watch me read every one of them. I'm going to have to go through some of this stuff later. But how freaking awesome. This is like so freaking cool. Oh, look at that. The Avengers Guide. Yogi Bear. There we go. I was just talking about Yogi. Everybody loved Yogi. The Hot Stuff Sizzlers. And everybody remembers. And I'm trying. Huckleberry Hound. There we go. Who doesn't like Huckleberry Hound? Sloppy Joe. That reminds me when I was a kid, because when I was a kid, I always had a frog in my pocket. I loved frogs, and I was always out catching them. Some of these are in really great shape, I have to say. Especially for their age. And just look, oh my God, man. Oh, dude. Who remembers that? Huh? Hong Kong Phooey? Who didn't love this freaking cartoon? I loved this dude. Oh my God, and these are actually in very good shape. Dude, these are freaking amazing. We got a bunch more Archies. Little Audrey. Man, Wendy. I remember Wendy. Wendy the Witch with Casper the Ghost. I actually have some Casper the Ghost comics too around here. Oh man. Dude. Baby Huey. More Jugheads, more Little Life with Archie. Life with Archie. Like I said, I'm not going to sort them through here, but I just want to kind of show you guys all of them real quick. Man, now I know why it was so heavy. Walt Disney. Oh my God, Andy Panda. That's an old one. More Archie. More of the Hot Stuff Sizzler. Oh yes, Captain Caveman. I haven't come across him yet. I do have some Captain Caveman over here though. We have another Yogi. We have some Bugs Bunny. Donald Duck. Walt Disney Adventures, so it's Donald Duck and Huey, Louie, and Dewey. Sylvester and Tweety. Oh my God, here's a really cool one, guys. The Pink Panther. Da-doo, 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 da-doo. Donald and Daisy, Bugs Bunny. Dennis the Menace. Oh my God, who doesn't remember Dennis the Menace? Dennis the Menace was freaking awesome. I loved Dennis. It's always tormenting, and I don't know why it's not coming to my head. Always Mr. Wilson, that's what it was. He was always tormenting poor old Mr. Wilson next door. Shadowhawk. Then these are some really old Superman comics. It's Lois Lane, Uncle Scrooge, more Moby the Dick. Pardon me, I shouldn't have said that. Moby Dick is what I should have said. Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes. Everybody loved Looney Tunes. Woody Woodpecker, Scooby-Doo. Who didn't love Scooby-Doo? That's one thing I have to say for those that haven't seen it. If anybody's seen the newer Scooby-Doos, they actually suck in my opinion. I love the old Scooby-Doo cartoons. The new funnies, who didn't like Woody Woodpecker? Let me come to the comments here for just a second, and then I'm going to go back to some more of those. Exactly, Matt. Hey, boo-boo. Let's get us some picnic baskets. Riverdale. That was the show. Yes, thank you, Rob. Riverdale was the show I was talking about for Archie Bunker or Archie Comics. If you've never seen it, at least anyway, to me, the first 3 seasons were really good, and then they kind of jumped the track, in my opinion. But if you liked Jughead and you liked some of the old Archie comics, I really highly recommend Riverdale show. It's a very good show to watch. And Matt says, it's Daryl's comic review. It looks that way, doesn't it? Say Grumpy J says the same thing. Cliff and Yeti. No time to see is what Will Harper said. Okay, just wanted to make sure I was reading some of the comments. Let me come back and get the rest of these guys out. And man, he sent me a whole bunch. I mean, how awesome is that of the new road plates? There is a ton of these road plates in here. And I need a ton, so I am not going to complain at all. Look at all these road plates he sent me. And what's awesome about this is because I am converting over to the new road plates, so these are all going to be getting very well used. And we also have a whole bunch of, here's some Looney Tune figs. We also have a whole bunch of these 16 by 16 plates. I still have more comics in here too, guys. Let me go through that here in just a minute. We got the cross guards. Here's some more. No, that's a weird piece I've never seen before. Has anybody else ever seen that piece before? Speed Racer. That was another really good cartoon. Yes. Go Speed Racer, go. I've never seen that piece. It looks like two different Lego pieces, but it's one, just so you guys can see it, it is one actual piece. It's not multiple pieces. I did not know. And that is an actual Lego piece. I was trying to get it to where it, but I've never seen that as a Lego piece. These are pieces that should be part of a boat, I thought, but these I have seen before. We got two white and a gray. Some more road plate pieces. We got part of a set here with a minifig. Some more base plates, 16 by 16. This is, that would be Bugs Bunny minifig. Did he fall out of the baggie here? Let's see. Nope, that's Daffy Duck in that. And this is a whole bunch. There's Bugs' head. So there's Bugs Bunny. And I'm going to have to, because the rest of this is all the plates and the ramps and stuff, so I'm going to have to dig all those out of there. And then we also have another little boat piece. Another little boat here. And then we've got another slew of comic books. And I will go through those in just a minute. I did not see his, this must be his convention center mock. Okay. So I am going to have to contact him so we can see about getting this put back together. So let me set that aside. And here's a baggie full of all the little center line pieces. Again, how freaking awesome. And now, yes, with all the plates that he gave me, there is a ton of them. You are absolutely correct. Let's skim through more of these comics here real quick. We got Richie Rich, Superman, Nexus. I've never heard of Nexus. Supergirl. You know what? And don't get me, I hope nobody's offended by that, but I was never a big fan of Supergirl. The comics I'm sure do well, but I never really cared for Supergirl. I thought it was always kind of cheesy. Secret Weapons. Harbinger. Hardcap. Another Hardbringer. The Adventures of Superman. That was Bizarro. I'm sure everybody that's into Superman knows who Bizarro is. Gotham Academy. I've never heard of that. That is a DC comic, though. That has to be something newer. And I don't see the year on this one. Oh, wait a minute. 2015. Okay, that's why I've never heard of it, because I don't go to the comic book store near as much as I used to. Harbinger, Archie and Armstrong. These are all in really good shape, too. The Hard Corpse. Shadow Man. Some more Hard Corpse. Vanguard. Now, this is a comic I know that I have over there. This is number 3. This looks like a re-release because the original Vanguard that I have, the artwork on it is nowhere near as good as it is on that. Some more Harbinger, Ultraverse, Shadow Man. I do have some Eternal Warriors over there somewhere. So that is something else I can add to my pile that's over there. Well, there's a whole bunch of Eternal Warriors here. Let's get those together. And then there is another Vanguard. Another Eternal Warrior, Hard Cops. I've never seen that one. Looks like it'd be a good one to read, though. And hey, Bozier, how you doing? I am just quickly going through. This is a free gift that someone sent me. They sent me because they know that I like comics, and someone sent me their comic collection. And I mean, how freaking awesome is that? Harbinger, put that together. Oop, that one's folded over. The Hard Corps. Let's see if we can't get that to go down. Donald Duck. We had a bunch of other Donald Ducks too. Mirage. I want to say I have some Mirage over here. Another Harbinger, Corpse, and Harbinger. I mean, what a huge freaking collection of comics, man. That is awesome. These look like we got some pictures here. Again, this was a gift package from Joe Bennett, and I am just trying to quickly go through some of these again. These must be the images that he was talking about of his actual Lego City. Let me bring the camera back down just a little bit. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. There we go. So now I can quickly kind of show you some of the pictures that he sent me. This is his Lego City, Joe Bennett's. Just trying to quickly go through them here real quickly for you guys. That's a newer set there. I like that. He's got a great start to an awesome Lego City, it looks like. That must have been a mistake. And that was the first picture probably. It says My Lego City. And there's the last one. Joe is a viewer just like you, Superior Squad. And he's been following my channel for quite a while and decided to send me all this awesome stuff as a free gift. So how awesome is that? Let me get some of this put back away, guys, and we will get to doing a little bit of Lego now because I got my desk clean. Let me bring this back down. This has got to get dumped into this. Those will all get sorted and put away here shortly. Trying to make sure I got all the Lego out of the box. Well, these are very cool. Like I said, I'm extremely surprised with this. That was awesome. I still can't believe he did that. I was kind of hoping he was going to log in during the live stream so he could see me actually opening this and going through them. Because this is a pretty sizable comic book collection, I have to say. And that goes back in my pile. Give me 1 second, guys. I am going to run this over back to my collection. Well, my table was clean anyway, which it cleans easily because all this is the road plates. Let me put this guy together real quick. What's funny is because I bought a bunch of these minifigs back when the series was out, and I don't even know if I even had Bugs Bunny because I still have yet to even open the ones that I bought. This I thought was Daffy. Oh, where did I dumped there it is. Let me put Daffy together real quick. And then we will get to some Legoing. Rabbit season. But holy crap, man. That's... Because I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, on the road plate sets, isn't there 4 of the roads in each, 4 of these plates in each set? So there's 1... He gave me 3 road plate sets of plates. So that's freaking amazing. That put up, these put up. So let's get the desk cleaned up. There, see, I didn't lie. My desk was clean. Let me bring the camera back down. There we go. How has everybody's weather been today? Because I know, like, here by me, it's freaking nuts out with the wind. And just double checking that I didn't have a message from the missus. Hey, Wordy Deet, how you doing? I almost wondered if I should... Actually, no, we'll just keep running with it. I was wondering if I should start another live stream since I started this one as a box opening. But anyway, we got through the box opening, a whole bunch of comic books, and a whole bunch of the new road plates. Still very excited, very happy, very, very freaking cool, to say the least, that somebody was willing to do that and send me so many awesome gifts. So again, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That was a very awesome gift for you to send, Joe Bennett, and I really do appreciate that. Hello to Switzerland. Well, it looks clean right now, Paul. I even armor-alled it. Just so it was nice and slick. Raining by you today, you said, Brick Sergeant? And by the way, hello to Switzerland, if I didn't say that already. Rob says he's been waiting outside in the queue for 20 minutes. Well, you know that the minute that you say Paul, he's like Beetlejuice, and he shows up, so... You know, it is what it is. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it, Wordy Deet. I almost wondered, because what I was wanting to do is I wanted to get the cameras and stuff set up over by my city. I still had to get a few more things done over there. And then my intention was tonight to actually set up and start doing the train track over there, was my plan. But I'm wondering if there's anything, I'm trying to think if there's anything I could work. Hey, you know what I can do? Let's build a Harry Potter set. Hold on. I know some of people's favorite things about my channel is is the Set to Mock series that I used to do, and I haven't done it in a long time. And here's my part of my intention with my city, and that's why I decided to go ahead and grab this, and I figure maybe we can start working on this as a build. I want to actually do Privet Drive, excuse me, in my city because I do want to incorporate Harry Potter throughout my city. I think that would be really interesting. So in order for me to do that, I need to build this set, and then we can modify it and make it look like the actual Harry Potter house. And because I want it to look like the movie, we're going to build the actual house itself. So I want to build this set first. And then what my intention is, because the houses were all, if you remember from the movies, the houses were all stuck together and they had a little garage in between them. So I want to make sure once I do this that I'm going to have the garage and everything. But we need to build this first. So let's get this guy going and together. Potter. Harry Potter. And that's something else I do want to point out. If you're in the market for this particular set, these are on sale on Amazon and Target and Walmart, and I want to say they're only $55 if I remember correctly. And for those that are interested in the part per piece count, this is 797 pieces. So if you're getting it for $55, that's a really good price for a Lego set. It's a very good price for a set. But let's get this bad boy open. See, we got bag 4, 3, 1, 5, 2. Let's get started, guys, with Harry Potter. That's very kind of you to say that, Wordy Deet. He says he's happy to see the best streamer out there, and thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I'm just curious, has anybody else seen or tried to build Privet Drive in their cities? Like I said, to me, I just think that would be a really fun thing to do, and that's something that I absolutely have to do. It's just like I'm going to need to have to live stream building diagonally. I say diagonally because that was a mistake that Harry Potter made in one of the movies. He said diagonally, and he actually showed up diagonally somewhere in Diagon Alley. Oh, Hectonic. Well, we're going to see how good of a set this is right now because we are going to build it. But just from the appearance of the set, I always thought it was a really good set to begin with. I liked all the pieces as far as the part count and all that, so I always thought it would be a good investment. And if you don't have a lot of tan, because this set comes with a ton of tan, this would be another great reason to buy this set because it's going to give you a ton of tan parts. Seinfeld is already set to discontinue. Really? I had not heard that. That hasn't even been out that long. That's crazy. Oh, let me guess. Thank you, Matt. I bet he didn't do an actual Privet Drive. I'm going to show you how to actually do it. The Great White North. I used to love those guys. I'm trying to remember who the heck what, because they did a comedy skit, and if I remember correctly, that was on Saturday Night Live. Where they talked about the land of frozen hockey pucks. And that is a black. And we got to get to a sticker. Where's the stickers? So we can do Privet Drive. Oh, discounted. Okay. That makes me feel better. I was going to say, because it hasn't been out long enough to think that they'd be discounting or discontinuing it already. That makes me feel better because the Seinfeld set is a set that I want to get, and I have not purchased it yet. And I'm thinking I'm going to need to change the music. I don't know that I necessarily like the sound I'm hearing right now. It's okay. It's not great, though. And I almost feel like, let's raise that back up just a little bit. So I want to make sure everything is in camera view. UK has double. Yeah, that was one thing I thought that sucked because they're offering it again to other countries, but they're not doing it here. And I actually advertised it because I saw that on Stone Wars, is where I actually got the news for that. And I did not even think that it was just a UK thing because when they originally announced it, they didn't say it was only for the UK. But I just assumed it would be for the USA as well. And I tried to go on and do it, and no. It is not in America. It is UK and a few other countries, unfortunately, but not here. But typically, I'll be perfectly honest. I do buy a lot of stuff from Lego, and I do get on with the VIPs and things of that nature. But I don't buy as much as I probably should directly from Lego. And part of that reasoning is quite simply this. A lot of times I can get it a lot cheaper that the VIP points really don't make up for me waiting for them when I find them on sale somewhere else. So that's usually what I end up just doing, is just going elsewhere and buying it half the time. It's typically only like USC sets and things of that nature that I try to buy, especially during VIPs moments. Let's get that on there. Put this up here. Macro Bricks, how are you doing, my friend? Chris Smith says Bob and Doug McKenzie, and they were on SCTV. Okay, it was SCTV, and that he was what Chris Smith was actually referring to is the Great White North comedy skit. Paul W says got his desk clean and it's driving him crazy. Well, I have to build. In Macro, now that you're in here, you know what? I should actually do a live stream with you today. We'll have to try and do something or get a hold of me on my email or something because I have to be able to send you a link. But I have to get into StreamYard for us to have some more guests. But I'm thinking maybe we should have some guests tonight when I do the live stream tonight. I definitely agree with you, Taro. The VIP points are very small. It's almost hardly not worth it. Kip Hoffman says the Queer Eye apartment set has a ton of white and light blue-gray masonry brick and some awesome printed tiles. Great set for parts. That's good to know, and I have not bought that set yet. Yeah, like I said, I agree, Taro. That's why there's a lot of those sets like that. I typically, to me, it's just not worth to buy it. Is Matt in the Twilight Zone? He probably is. Where is... You know what? Let me change the music up. I'm not feeling what's playing right now. Stations... Let's see. Oh, you do have a crow? Okay, no worries at all, Macro. We'll try and set something up at some point. But we'll have to get in touch because I would like to try and do a stream with you, buddy. I think that would be a lot of fun. And just a quick question to everybody. Is the camera close enough for you to see, or do you want it closer? I was trying to get everything in view, is why I kind of put it up so far away. And I missed a step right there. Yes, I did. There we go. Now I'm cooking with Crisco. Awesome. Like I said, we will definitely have to set something up, Macro. Yeah, I can understand that. Says he's got to get a day off at some point. Papa's Bricks is working right now, too. Well, that's actually a good thing if you're watching me while you're working. I'm sure that helps it go a little better. It's always a good thing when you can sneak off and do a little something something when you're at work. It's a bit pixelated. That might be because... Actually, no, my stream speed looks okay. Oh, it just colored for about 10 seconds. That's why I said I'm almost wondering if I should just... Because I don't know how many people actually watched. Last night I streamed on StreamYard, because I'm going to start trying to do that again and then have guests and things of that nature. And to me, it seemed like it went really well. I never saw any blips or anything. It almost seemed like it was better streaming on that than using Streamlabs. And I kind of wonder if maybe I should start streaming more just straight through StreamYard, just because it seems to be a little cleaner and clearer. To me, the sound even seemed better, because I watched some of the playback, and I really liked the sound quality as well. At least to me, it seemed to have been a slight improvement. So I may do that again, or start doing that more often anyway. My little friend just finally shut up. My furnace. Say hello to my little friend. No, I do want to point out this as well. It is storming like crazy where I'm at. I wouldn't think that it would affect satellite coverage, but I mean, anything's possible. But yeah, I almost wonder if I should stop this and come back with StreamYard, if that would be better. I'm going to give it a few more minutes. Keep me posted, guys. And I need to open... I forgot to have that queued up. There we go. I forgot to open up my mod chat. That's awesome, Papa's Bricks. Frack? Hopefully the frack doesn't mean something bad happened. Macro says that StreamYard is yes CPU usage. I don't know. I'm just talking out his butt. I do know as far as your internet, it's using less of your internet. As far as the computer itself, though, I wouldn't think it's that big of a deal, because it's like right now I've got my processor open. And just to give you an idea, I'm only using, currently right now it says I'm using 12% of my CPU, my processor on my computer. So it's never really a problem. Joe Bennett, Sith Brick Animations, sent me a really awesome gift. You'd have to kind of rewind the stream and watch it from the beginning. He sent me a huge collection of comic books and some parts as well. But Joe Bennett was the individual that did that. And you didn't have to delete that comment, Papa's Bricks. You were more than fine, buddy. But I can see, like I said last night, because I played back some of the StreamYard stream that I did last night with Brooks Bricks on as a guest. And it, to me, seemed like it was a lot clearer. The sound sounded a lot better. So I'm thinking that I'm probably going to start using that a lot more. What it is I still... And thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. Oh, Frack Valve. Okay. But to me, it seemed a little better than usual, and it seemed like it was a little bit higher quality. But that was just my kind of perspective on it. I will still use Streamlabs, which is what I'm on right now. But like I said, I'm probably going to start using some more StreamYard as well, just because I really did enjoy that last night. And I was still able to play music and all that as well, surprisingly enough. And there we kind of a cute idea for a chair. See, even Matt enjoyed it, so Matt will have to come on as a guest again now. I'll even have to have Paul, as much as I hate to allow him, but I'll have to have Paul come on too sometime. That way he can't just type the comments, he can actually just throw them right at me. I'm sure everybody would enjoy our banter because I will sure be letting him have it too. Everybody likes Paul Bot. One problem I am seeing, because I have a camera or a light across from me, is it's putting a little bit of glare on my instructions. But this is one of those sets that I have been dying to make for quite a while. So why not get at it? I am going to start trying to, because everybody knows I have an insane backlog of sets. And I want to start trying to pop through that a little bit more. Because I need to get some stuff built. That's all there is to it. It just keeps collecting and collecting, and I'm not getting it open. So this is going to be the start of me beginning to build my backlog. Matt said, I have 5 or 6 folks at times this morning on my streams. It really takes things to a different level. I can imagine. That's why I said I'm going to probably start doing that a little bit more often. And I'm hoping that it'll make it a little bit better experience for people. What I think I'm going to do is, because I know my wife is supposed to do dinner here. I think she said she's going to do it around 6 or so. So I figured I would stream a little bit right now, and then maybe when I go for dinner and take a break, we can see if we can get some guests to line up. And when I come back, reorganize or relocate my cameras, because I want to get over to the city. And maybe we can do something with that. Have a couple people on while I'm trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to do with my train track. And this is, the front of the door is, okay, it's that. Okay, that's not what I wanted it to do. There we go. That's not too bad. It's not perfectly square, but we don't care. I've only got about 5 of these sets that I need to open. And there we go. I hate stickers. Did I ever say that? It would be a lot of fun. I totally agree with you, Matt. And then the nice thing, the thing that I liked about having a guest on with me, like last night, for example, is even when I'm doing dead air, if I walk away to get something, do something, whatever, there's still somebody there to talk and kind of respond and answer questions and things of that nature. So it definitely does add to the value of a live stream. At least in my opinion, I see it adding a lot of value to a live stream. I hope others feel that way as well. The biggest thing is just to make sure you get people that are talkative. But it also gives me a chance to breathe, so to speak, so I'm not constantly trying to keep up with talking. And you even got to put the 4 on, really. I think I'm going to change that particular part out. because I have numbered pieces. But just because we're currently building the set, I'm going to make sure I do it the right way. I cannot believe they didn't print the 4 on that piece, though. Just my 2 cents. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope nobody's had any major problems with all the storms that have been going on. Because I know by me it has been absolutely freaking insane, the weather we're having. It's quite obnoxious, really. The weather, I mean. Okay, did I do something wrong here? So it says to use that piece, and I did. Oh, that's what we're doing. Okay. That goes like that. There we go. Now I'm cooking with Crisco again. There we go. Much better. Yabba dabba do. Hey boo boo. You wanna go get some pick a nigga baskets? I can see this is actually a rather simple build. It should be a lot of fun modifying it. And I want to say I already have a bunch of these that I can use for modification. So that'll make it even that much better and easier. $60 tornadoes? Holy crap, man. That's freaking nuts. That's very awesome of you, Paul. Surprising, but awesome. I didn't think Paul had it in him to actually do something kind. Gotta mess with him a little bit. And did I knock a piece on the floor? Because I am not seeing. I'm not seeing my 1x1 tan. Yeah, I am officially missing a piece. I don't see it. I got a white one, but it says a tan one. Did I put something wrong there? No, that's supposed to be that. I'm trying to double check real fast. That. It's a 3. It's a single. Those are all on. Okay. I am just going to steal it out of my bin. That is one nice thing about having a ton of parts. Okay, I did so. Oh, okay. I did. I screwed up. There it is. I found it. I put it in the wrong spot. Okay, we're back to good. You're almost 3.0 Wordy Deet. Awesome. Yeah, but we didn't think that actually applied to you, Paul. Take care, Macro, and thank you so much for stopping by, buddy, and I hope to see you again soon, man. And like I said, we will talk so we can get together and do a live stream soon. And I hope you enjoy your party and have a good time, buddy. And I always feel bad for Harry Potter, making him live underneath the stairs. I see they're going to put that stair piece in here. So that goes there. This is one of those sets that definitely needs finished, though. It's going to be needing to be set to Machen. Because I can already see most of the interior is unfinished, which is not a good thing. We like fully 4 enclosed walls is how I like to do things. That goes there. So I need to make you not like me is what you're saying? Hey, Tayshawn Harris, how you doing, my friend? Long time no see. Yes, yes. And definitely don't work too hard, Papa's Bricks. I hope you're doing well, man. And let's put... Put that there. Go this one here. And put a little slope. And I am trying to pick up my pace. Doodle doo, dooby dooby doo, doo 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 doo, dooby dooby doo. How has school been going for you, Tayshawn? What grade are you in now, by the way? And put that there. That guy goes there. 1, 2, 5. I have to say, it's a very simplistic build. I like it. Nice and easy. Easy, squeezy, lemon peasy. And we're there. Poor Harry Potter. They did a good job of mimicking that, though. Sophomore. Very good, my man. So you're getting up there. And I forgot to put that piece in there. Oops. I miss all these pieces seem like something that could be extra, but I feel like I never put this piece on, so it's a little odd to me. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss a step for that. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the sign. That's what it is. That's the extra for the sign. Okay. It was making me feel like I missed something. Aussie Adam Bricks. How are you, my friend? You get out for Christmas break in a week and a half. Awesome. I know you'll be happy. How do you like that, Tayshawn? It looks like a really cool set. Yeah, I know. I'm getting out of hand, ain't I, Destro? I'm going to probably do another stream later on tonight as well. I'm trying to step it back up as much as I can when I can, anyway. I agree with you. I like how it looks, but it's definitely going to have to be modified. Definitely has to be modified. Because I'm one of those people that it needs to be enclosed. But I want to build it first. And then I can kind of figure out what size mills plate I'm going to need to make. So I can actually make a subdivision street with this. Because I want several of these. So I actually have an actual privet drive in my city. At least that is my goal. It is a beautiful looking set. I definitely agree, Matt. That's why I said that's why I need to start building my backlog. I have, as I'm sure all of you know, I have an insane backlog of sets, and that is one of them. And I need to get on the ball, so to speak, and start doing some of that. Really, really badly. So I think it's time to stop hoarding and start just building it all. Get it out of the boxes, free up a little space. And I need to put him together. No, I have not, and I am dying to see it still, Saber. But that is a movie I definitely want to see. It looks like a great one. He was asking if I had seen the new Ghostbusters movie, and that's a big no. Well, you know, you got to start somewhere, Matt. And there you go, Paul. Absolutely. Because I need, there's so much I want to do and get done, and it's like I just never have enough time. And I need to start trying to get some stuff built and start making some more time. Part of that is I'm going to try and, for lack of a better word, dumb down some of my builds. What I mean by that is quit trying to build so huge all the freaking time like I do. That alone should help a great deal. If I quit trying to always build a skyscraper. At least I hope it will kind of speed things along a bit, so to speak. Spider-Man's another movie I would really like to see. But to me, and you know, that's speaking of videos, I've got a few videos I need to make in regards to Ghostbusters Afterlife, and it is in regards to some of the toys I have. Because as a lot of you guys know, I'm not just Lego. I do collect a lot of different things. And I have something that's really freaking amazing that I've been dying to share with you guys. I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. And thank you so much. Brick Sargent just donated $1.99, and he says number one. And thank you, buddy. I really do appreciate that. But I need to make that video so I can get it out so I can play with it. It's adding to my toys is all I'm gonna say. Not that I don't have enough toys already, but I had to add a few more. And it is all Ghostbusters stuff. One of the items I'm doing, for those of you that are not aware, if you're a fan of different collectibles like from Hasbro, Hasbro has a website called Hasbro Pulse. And they are currently trying to get, which they've already got the money for backing. They're going to manufacture it. It's the Proton Pack from the Afterlife movie, Ghostbusters. And I'm a sponsor of that. So as soon as that's released, I'm going to have that as well. The Proton Backpack. So I'm really excited about that also. But if I'm not mistaken, it doesn't ship until it's like January of 2021 or something, I think, is their anticipated date. But I am a sponsor for that, so as soon as that's released, I'm going to be getting that thing too. But the Spider-Man movie, since you brought that up, though, that does look like a really good movie. It's funny, I've only seen one of the, I think it was Homecoming, out of the new Spider-Mans. I saw all the older Spider-Man movies with, is it Tobey Maguire, I believe is how you say his name? And I loved those, but I really haven't seen all the new ones. They made so many movies that I never really got a chance to go out and watch it like I would have liked to have. Get over here. Destro is saying 2021. If you're referring to the pack that I ordered, no, it doesn't ship until 2023. Believe it or not. I'm hoping they are wrong on that and that I get it sooner, but we will see. And where am I looking here? There we go. So that's a playable feature that's going to have to be gotten rid of, I think. Yeah, see, Matt's the same way. He's a big fan. To me, with the Tobey Maguire series, because like I said, I have seen Homecoming, and don't get me wrong, I do like the Homecoming series as well, but the new Spider-Mans anyway. But to me, with the Tobey Maguire, it felt a little bit more realistic in relation. I mean, I know it's a comic book, so don't take me wrong, but when I say it felt a little bit more realistic, is it just felt a little bit more kind of real to home. And what I mean by that is it wasn't just about the superhero aspect of Spider-Man. You had a love story. You had, all the angst of a teenager growing up, and they were showing that. I mean, it was like a lot of emotion in different things that went on in that series. And to me, I personally feel it was probably the best Spider-Man movies ever made was the Tobey Maguire ones. And Paul W., thank you so much. He says, got to go back to work to driving. And thank you so much. He did a $2 donation. That was awesome of you. No, like I said, it doesn't. It's currently open for people to invest if you want to get, which, like I said, they've already got full support. And those people like me that have supported the project will get a bunch of bonuses and stuff when it finally ships, but it doesn't ship until 2023. Currently, it's still 21, and right now, I think you have one more week if you want to get in on it to be able to get it right when it releases. But I will say this: it's a very expensive, very, very, very expensive thing to jump into. It's $300, and I'm trying to remember the price. I think it was $359 in order to get on board with the production of that. And but I am a huge, huge, huge fan of Ghostbusters. I love anything Ghostbusters, and the Proton Pack, it just, to me, looked freaking amazing. It was something that I absolutely wanted, even if I got to wait 2 years to get it, or a year and a half, or whatever it may be. But it's something I definitely have to have. So I was happy to do that. And I did not. What did I not do? I didn't put that on. That's what I didn't do. Yeah, but I still liked it better that way myself. But again, that's just my opinion. I thought that was neat that it came out of his wrist like that. But like I said, that's still my favorite version. It will always be my favorite version until I see something better that comes out. I'm really curious also to see what they do with the new Batman, because as a lot of you may or may not know, the actor from the vampire movie, I'm struggling to remember the name of the movie, but the actor from that movie is going to be the new Batman. So I'm curious to see how that goes. Because I really liked Matt Damon as Batman, but I'm always open for a new actor. So I'm curious to see how they do it with him. Got that all together. Grab this. That. See, I didn't think so, but I mean, everybody has a difference of opinion. I totally understand that. But I do get what you mean, because going by the comic books, Spider-Man is a kid. But the thing is, also, to me anyway, the newer Spider-Mans, like Homecoming and whatnot, Aunt May is way too young. Because Peter did not have a hot grandmother. Or a hot Aunt M, I should say. I agree with you, Destro. Ben Affleck was definitely my favorite Batman. And as far as the Joker, my absolute favorite Joker is Heath Ledger. To me, he did the best Joker out of any of them. It was really quite sad how he passed away also. Yeah, to me, and I agree with Matt, I actually thought it was because he was bit by a spider. You know, it was supposed to be a radioactive spider. It did whatever to him, blah, 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 blah. But to me, because he was bit by the spider and kind of took on the spider's essence, I guess would be a good way to put it, I thought it was neater that it actually came out of his... Yeah, Aunt Bay, exactly. And that's why I said, to me, they're really screwing up with the new series, because I'm sorry, Peter did not have a hot Aunt May. And that's where I feel they're really bonking that one up. But they're after views, so of course they're going to put some hottie on there to try and get more views. And that's all that's about. It's just trying to get more people to be into it, to watch it. I like Ben Affleck. He's got to be doing something right. He does get a lot of movies. I won't say that his all of his movies are good, but I did like him as Batman. You know, a little interesting piece of history that some of you may not know. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon were friends in college, and the only reason either one of them ever became actors was all because of the script Good Will Hunting. That was a college project that they did together, and they held out because they wanted to be actors, and they would not sell the rights to their movie. They would only let the rights go if they could actually act in the movie, and that is what launched their acting careers. So, fortune favors the brave, and they were brave because they were offered a pretty sizable amount of money for their script, and they refused every offer they had until they were allowed to act in it. And it paid off for them because both of them are A-list actors as far as getting jobs and pay and all that stuff. So, good for them. Matt says the bad penny found his way in. And hey, how you doing, Greg? Hopefully that is what your problem was and it goes away for you there, Papa's Bricks. Oh, come on. Really? There you go. That's funny. I've never seen this technique used in a set. This is a technique I use, though, for roof railings, or for our hand railings. Hello, Zabadak. How are you doing, my friend? Glad to see you. Oh, I loved Good Will Hunting. Mind you, the main actors in that were Matt Damon and Robin Williams, but that was a great movie. How you like these apples? But I will agree with you because, like, the acting from Ben Affleck in that particular movie, was not, I would say, stellar. But because that was his script from Good Will Hunting, it panned out for him, and like I said, it made them A-list actors, both of them. Get in my belly. We are getting there. Slow and steady wins the race. I am doing good. Thank you so much for asking, Zabadak. I hope you're doing well also. Give this music just a little longer, and I think I am going to change it up again. And a 1 and a 2. That'll go there. And that goes here. Yes, that's exactly what it is. It is the Privet Drive set. And I'm intending on... I'm building this one so I can play around with it and get a better feel for it. But I have several of these that I'm going to be making actual looking full buildings. They're going to have backs on them in the whole 9 yards. because I want a privet drive where it has an actual subdivision, a full subdivision is my goal. And I should probably check to see if that was the boss. Not the boss, I'm good. Do 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 do. One, two. It's funny because I actually use this technique that they're showing you to do the plants in my commission build. Two. One, two, three. Oop. If I can get it, there we go. Beautiful. Yeah, I know it's a bit of an older build, but shouldn't say it's too old, though. It's new to me. Oh, that's another. I'm trying to remember. Did I? Yeah, I built the astronomy tower. I think. You're right. It is a beautiful looking set, though, Joseph. Some more pieces for which roof line? The astronomy tower or for this one, Greg? There we go. Yeah, but it's been out for over a year. I want to say it's supposed to be discontinued very soon. And the nice thing is, it's cheap because you can get it on sale. That's what I was saying earlier out anyway. And that. Is the roof black slopes? I thought the roof was just tiles. I guess it is slopes. I'll be danged. It might end up becoming, with my portion of, or version of the build anyway, plates. Plates and tiles. Excuse me. I think I'm going to change my music selection here again in just a moment. Getting bored of this sound now. Let's put her inside the house on the couch. There we go. Yeah, I did not know, because like I said, I've never built it. I didn't know that that was all slopes. I assumed it was plates. And I'm starting it now. You're right. It is sloped pieces. So if I want to copy it totally, I'm going to have to buy me a bunch of black slopes. I do know an enabler. I know a couple enablers. Matt. Are you saying that that is something that is still in stock at your Pick-a-Brick wall, my friend? This is the Privet drive set is what we're building, Lucas. At least I'm assuming that is what you are inquiring. Well, it sounds like you need to make another trip then there, Matt, because if I'm going to try and mimic the roof that they got, I'm going to need a freaking ton of them. And I know I don't have that many. If you plan on going back there anytime soon anyway. Let me know. I would take a couple cups of them. You are more than welcome, Lucas. I need to go visit my Lego store again. I have not been to mine in a while. Well, since me and Steve went that time, actually. Oop, I'm dropping stuff. Throwing parts. And I have no idea what he said on that one. I don't know very much Spanish. January 1st, definitely. Yeah, I already know what you're getting. You're trying to get that Lego modular building. Don't blame you there. Don't blame you there at all. You know, to jump subjects, because I know me and you were actually talking about this in Discord the other day, Matt. It always surprised me why Jang, talking about Jang Bricks anyway, why he never became part of the LAN or anything. Because there's so many people that have done it, and I know it's hurting his bottom line as far as for his videos. I've always surprised that he never actually did it, because he could become a LAN member, and get in on the early sets and stuff to keep his stuff thriving and ahead of everybody. I wonder why he don't do that, unless it's because he just wants to have the creative freedom. Because I know that would kind of be my reasoning for not wanting to be part of the LAN. I don't want somebody else telling me what kind of videos and when I have to do them. Yes, after it's modified, of course. And I see Greg was already kind of filling you in on my intentions of this particular build. Although I had thought about just starting to build sets and throw them on my table. It bugs me. I gotta have a completed building. It's gotta have a back. It's how I feel about it anyway. Stuff like that bothers me too much. But this is going to give me a really good insight to what I'm going to have for full modification of this particular building. Thank you so much, Lucas. I really appreciate that. No, I definitely understand that, and I can see why. Because I do agree with that, and that's part of the reason why so I'll be perfectly honest, I was approached by Brick Stuff to get sponsored and start doing videos about their products and such. And after I went on their website and I looked into some of their pricing and whatnot, I couldn't do it. And the reason I couldn't do it is because the price of everything that I saw, it's not something that I would spend. I felt they were way overpriced. And I thought, you know what? I don't care if they're giving me free products or not. I'm not going to make a video on something that I personally would not buy myself, because I don't want to support something like that. So I definitely get it. And same thing goes with being part of a LAN. Part of being part of a LAN and making videos and getting those free sets is every set has to be wonderful and awesome and super and it's great, and you can't sit there and talk about how this is stupid and this is messed up and why did they do that, and you don't have your freedom of speech. So I definitely do not blame him for not wanting to. And I don't know that I personally would ever want to be part of the LAN myself for that same reason. You are stifled, I guess would be the best way I can put it, from having your proper and real feelings and opinion. And I think that was one of the pieces, dang it, that flipped down earlier. Oh, there it is. It is rare anymore, especially these days. You're absolutely right, Destro. No, I call crap on that. Well, I don't, you know what? Typically, when it comes to LANs and things like that, I'll just go ahead and go out because I'm not paid by them anyway. What usually happens with Lego, if they're going to let you become part of their LAN, they have several requirements right out the gate before they'll even let you purchase or get in part of them. One of the things is you cannot have any participation in posting Lego leaks, Lego images. What was the other thing? You cannot use the minifig as your picture. There was a few other little small detailed things. You can't even have discussions about leaks. You can't share leaks. You can't share images, like in my Discord, for example. And Lego's so sneaky that they will actually pose as an actual regular individual. And for example, with me, they might even be in there right now for all I know. I don't really know. I don't really care because I really have no intention on joining them anyway. But typically, though, what they will do is, like, for someone like me, when they see they have a big channel or something and they think that they might be interested in doing a LAN or whatever, they might even end up joining and becoming part of my membership, just so they can see what the type of discussions and things that people say in my Discord, for example. And I get that because they do want to promote proper behavior and proper things and this, that, and the other. But one of the problems with that is you have to be willing to stay in line with Lego's guidelines. And what I mean by that, I think their guidelines are stupid. What I mean by that is they say that they will not make products that show war or guns or anything else. And I'm sorry, And I know it's make believe, but what is Star Wars? It's nothing but guns and lasers and so even Lego City Police have guns and handcuffs and and I know that's real life, but if you're going to have a stance, go with the stance all the way. Don't say, well, we're going to do some guns and make believe guns, but we're not going to do World War II guns and such. So, just my opinion, Lego doesn't really walk the line that they claim they walk. It's typical, they pick and choose, and then you're supposed to live by it. So, for them to say that they're not paid to actually state, think, or do a certain way, I call BS, because you do have to abide by their typical rules and conduct and whatever, blah, blah, blah. If you get my meaning. But, like I said again, that's just my feelings, my approach, my opinion. I 100% agree with you, Destro. And it's your typical... I'm kind of walking a line here. It's your typical double standard here. That's a good way to put it. But you are absolutely correct. I totally agree with you, my friend. Yes, these are 1x3s. You are absolutely correct. So if those were 1x4s, then yes, that would be different. But see, that's where I'm a stubborn blockhead. I'm going to say that. I see so many people making it, and I think I wouldn't mind trying to do this, or I wouldn't mind trying to do that, and I would wish I could get ahead with this. And the reality of it is, because I do agree with, I don't want to have, I don't want to lose my freedom of speech. To me, that is very, very important. And because of that, I will probably, just like Jang, will never be part of the LAN or anything like that. Yeah, that's a really nice looking bed. I like it. Very, very cute. Yeah, exactly, Steve. That's exactly my point. That's why I said they have such a double standard. To me, it's just, it's really, it's only a standard if they can't make money on it. You know what I mean? It's kind of my feeling, opinion, so to speak, of their standards. To me, their standards are a joke, but which, I don't know. It's just me. Yes, and that is exactly what it is, Matt. Or, yes, Matt, that's exactly what it is. And I want to make it knowing that I made it my way. I did it my way. No, I agree with you, Zabadak. You're absolutely right. When it comes down to money and greed, a lot of things change. You know, the funny thing is, though, is there's a lot of things that I recognize in Lego sets that I've myself have come up with and used. I've seen other designers come up with and use, and so on and so forth. Because that's another thing that, and this is my personal opinion, Lego steals a lot of other people's work, but God forbid if you try to use any of their works. And again, it's part of that double standard. And they claim that, no, we've never stolen or taken or used somebody else's work, and I call BS. I know it's their product, it's their toy, and they have the right, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, in my opinion, they have blatantly ripped off people that were actually have submitted designs to Lego Ideas, and then they turn down the design, and then all of a sudden, lo and behold, oh, look, we came up with an idea. And they're building exactly what somebody's submission was for the Lego Ideas group, and they just didn't want to pay the commission to that particular individual. And that is part of the reason, because I know I've had a lot of people constantly ask me, why don't I submit? Because I don't participate, I don't partake in the Lego Ideas program. And I don't like it. I don't want no part of it. And the reason I think I've said this before to people is number one, the thing that I don't like about it, for example, I have instructions for my train station, and I do have those instructions for sale on my website. And Greg, if you have a link for that, please pop that up there while I'm thinking about it. But one of the reasons that I will not participate with the Lego Ideas is because if I was to have posted, and keep in mind my train station is a larger park count than they would even accept anyway, but if I was to post my train station on Lego Ideas, the minute that you submit it, even if it's denied, they own the rights to it. They own the rights. I think you have to wait 2 years. If they deny it, for 2 years after they turn your idea down, they own the rights to it. They have the right to sell it, make it, blah, blah, blah. The minute you submit anything to Lego Ideas. And that, to me, the only reason they have Lego Ideas is occasionally they'll pick a few people and give them some money for helping them make the millions that they make. But to me, the biggest reason that they have Lego Ideas is because everybody is agreeing and agreeing left and right, because in hopes of having their set made into an actual set. But once you do that, guess what Lego has? They have all those ideas and they own the rights to them now. So they have the right to take them, use them, access them, and spread them out as much as they want. Just my opinion, though. Yep, and see, Matt was just exactly. And like I said, that is my problem. Because I've had a lot of people tell me, well, why don't you use them? I can't believe you wouldn't do that. And why wouldn't you this? And why? Because I personally disagree with it. And I don't feel that if I submit an idea to them, I don't think they should own the rights to it. It's my freaking idea. I can do whatever I want with my idea. And that's, like I said, that's why I personally don't partake in the Lego Ideas program. I don't support it. I don't watch it. I don't even look at it. It's just, it's not something that I agree with. Just my opinions and feelings. But I know everybody, has a difference of opinion. And thank you so much, Greg. I appreciate that. But like I said, there's a lot of people that think, hey, you're crazy. No, they don't do that, and so on and so forth. But, the people that say they don't do that, and so on and so forth, are also people that belong to the Land Ambassador Network and things of that nature. I wonder, do they have a alternative interest? Yep, again, though, just my 2 cents. And that's probably why my channel will never go nowhere, and I'll always stay on the smaller side, because I haven't bowed down to kiss the ring, so to speak. And it definitely is a scam, Destro. I totally agree. And like I said, that's why I don't submit ideas to Lego Ideas. I've actually had people actually get mad at me because with me having my YouTube channel and whatnot, people want me to support their ideas, make a video about it, and things of that nature. And then when I tell them, well, I don't support Lego Ideas, I've actually had people get mad at me over that. And it's like, what the heck, man? I'm sorry that you disagree with my opinion, that I don't support it, but, sorry about your luck. Some people really get upset and offended by that, though. It's like, how can you not support Lego Ideas? You play with their product. What is wrong with you? Put that there. I honestly, looking at how this is built, feel this could be built in a much better way. Just kind of thinking out loud. To me, the play feature is not something that's necessarily going to be needed in this either, where you can pop off the barred windows. So I think my alteration is going to show some of that. Well, everybody got quiet. I must have said too much. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Ba-da-bum. Dustro says, I see so many great builds and designs out there and wonder why they don't get submitted to ideas. Now I know that. I don't know if everybody has that exact same opinion or thought or feeling, but like I said, though, that's just my personal idea because, like I said, once you submit it, LEGO owns the rights to it. And if you want to be able to sell the set yourself, you can't submit it to ideas because once you submit it to ideas, they own the rights and you are not allowed to make money off of it. There we go. Good day, Tasman Bricks. How are you? It's just the way of things, though, Zaba. Like I said, I don't take it personal. I just figure, okay, whatever. But I actually, like I said, I actually have had people get mad at me because I don't support LEGO ideas. It's like, okay, whatever. My opinion, my thoughts. Sometimes bad, sometimes Bruce Wayne, all the time orphan. Hello, hello, how are you? I like that name. Very original. Very, very, very good. What did I screw up on? I screwed up. And I don't see it, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's go to bag number 4. Matt, I agree with you in the aspect that, it depends on the company. Because I'll be the first to admit, I'll be honest. The company that I actually went with and allowed them to purchase my train station instructions, I'm not that all impressed, and I'll explain why. I think their packaging and all that actually is absolute garbage. I would have thought they were going to actually package it in a correct box with maybe some images on it and have pieces packaged correctly and so on and so forth. So I kind of personally regret letting that company have the rights to my train station. Again, just my feelings and lesson learned. But there are some off-brand companies. And one of my members, and I have not seen him in the chat room, Bricklock, Illinois, though. He does mainly, and I'm trying to remember what Paul W. calls it. Instead of Lego, I think there's a certain word that he uses, unlego, or anyway, it's funny. It's a certain word that he uses, though, describing his Lego that he buys. And it's bricks something. I forget the name of the company. But oh my God, man. I haven't purchased any of these sets yet. I have seen them. And they actually come with packaging and the pieces and bags that are numbered and so on and so forth. They don't have minifigs, but you can still get the minifigs through Lego. But that's the only downfall. And there is another company as well that they have minifigs, but the thing is the minifigs aren't exactly that attractive. But part of the reason is because Lego is so anal about their products, and they still own the copyrights and all that to the Lego minifig, and they will not release them. They will not let anybody copy it in any way, shape, or form, and they are constantly going through legal battles just to screw anybody that tries to make anything close to resembling what they have for a minifig. Flago, that's it. He calls it Flago. But I agree with you. There is a lot of really nice brands of Flago out there, and I wouldn't mind personally getting into buying some of those. And a lot of that Flago, as we call it, believe it or not, they do contact people like me and other people, and see if they would be willing to work for them and design for them. And I say kudos to that, and that's awesome to give other people the ability to be able to sell their ideas and such. And like with, is it Trix Bricks or Blue Bricks? That's it. Man, some of the designs they have, they just blow Lego's designs out of the freaking water. Now, their pricing is probably close to comparable to Lego, but I would say they are still a bit cheaper. And obviously, it's not a Lego product, so of course it's going to be a little cheaper. But the thing that I can say, I know Bricklock, at least in his opinion anyway, he says the quality of the pieces feels great, looks great, goes together very well. So to me, it's definitely something worth checking out. He shares a lot of the different stuff that he builds in my Discord group for everybody else to see it. And I have to say, all I can say is wow, because I personally am constantly impressed with the quality that I see on a lot of the different sets that he actually builds. Okay, Zabadak is familiar with Blue Bricks as well. Now, how do they show you to build that, and then they don't show you where they want you to stuff it? Well, I'll just set it aside, I guess. You know what? I'm going to bring that camera in. Felt like it looked like a little too far away. I think that's a little better. And hey, DD0, how you doing, my friend? And I can believe they have talked with people. Like I said, that's a quick way for somebody to make a little extra money too. Because, and again, like I said, I personally regret selling my rights to that company. And don't get me wrong, the rights that I sold, it's not that I can't, because I could sell my instructions to somebody else if I wanted to. So it wasn't restrictive. I just personally feel their quality wasn't that as good as I would have liked to have seen. And that's why I regret selling it to them. And the next time somebody approaches me and asks me to buy, if anybody was to ever do that, one of my designs, I would want to investigate them a bit more before I would ever think of or allow that to ever happen again. I should have done a little more research before I gave them the right to be able to sell my build as a set. Because like I said, I'm just, it's not that it's horrible. I feel the packaging and all that is very bad. The designers of Brick Additive is from Poland. Very cool. Kobe, that's the other one. Because Kobe actually has minifigs. They do not look like a Lego minifig, though, and it's in part because of Lego's greed and the fact that they sued them because they had something that was more familiar or was a lot closer anyway. And believe it or not, the minifigs that they do use, Lego has still even tried to sue them over it. But the last that I knew or read anything about, because they altered it enough to where it is not an exact match, and I thought they won the lawsuit. So I do believe they are okay on that now, as far as their current designed minifig that they have. But to me, that's just, it's Lego overreaching and being overly greedy, and I just, every time I hear about how Lego's suing somebody over something, I think, man, what a bunch of butt hats. And why am I still buying any of their products when they're such butt hats? Luke. Lucas is the designer of Brickative. Sitting here trying to talk so fast, I sucked some spit down the wrong pipe. Excuse me, guys. Well, he does some amazing designs because the builds and stuff that I see through Blue Bricks, like I said, they have some very good designs, I have to say the least. I'm constantly impressed anyway with what I've seen. Now, when you say you bought the Flying Dutchman off, man, what brand of the Flying Dutchman did you buy? Because that's the thing, is there is so many. Are you talking about what's the word I'm looking for? I want to call it Flago, but that's not it. Talking about the company that was sued recently, though, that they actually tried to steal the idea, blah, 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 blah. And they were sued and their people were put in jail. This is Privet Drive, DD. Why can't I remember the name of the company? Because my point in saying that is I do understand why Lego would sue people like that are, I mean, blatantly stealing their 100% idea. But I don't see a problem with them building their own stuff and selling it. Lepin, that's what I was going to say. I've always heard horrible things about Lepin, and I have always wondered if it was any good. My understanding of Lepin is that the quality did not go together that well. Yes, the frog is having trouble hopping out. But Lepin was one of those that I never wanted to buy because to me, I felt, again, it's one of those moral issues. I felt personally like they were stealing somebody else's design and build. That's just my feeling on it. Now, if they designed it and called it something else or made something similar or whatever, but didn't try and copy piece for piece Lego's design, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But that's one set that I won't buy just because it, to me, looks just like Lego's design. Privet Drive, this is from the Harry Potter movies. This is the house that Harry Potter lived in when he was not at Hogwarts Academy or Hogwarts School, whatever you want to call it. But yes, it's like Greg just said, it is Harry Potter's house. And I went ahead of myself without checking the instructions. And I'm glad I just looked because, as usual, I overstepped. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That one needs to come back off. And that is where the chimney goes. So we need to repair that. Ba-doob-doob-doob-doob-doob-doob. I thought Lego did build the Flying Dutch. I guess you're right. They never did build the Flying Dutchman, did they? Like I said, though, that to me is the only time that I won't agree to buy something from somebody else, is when I feel that it was a blatant steal of somebody else's design. But, well, it's like this company over here that sent me, they modified it, but they basically just blatantly copied Lego's clock tower from Harry Potter, and then I forgot what they called it. 1, 2, 3. But once they sent that to me, it was like, really, dude, this is garbage. It's like, wow. Oh, totally understandable. I love anything that is basically sci-fi, which is what Harry Potter is a sci-fi type thing. I am a big fan of the series. I thought it was a great movie. I'm excited because I heard they're actually talking about making some newer Harry Potter movies. So to me, that is a big excitement, and I'm hoping they do it, but we will see. It's just like I love Lord of the Rings and all those as well, The Hobbit. But we can't all like the same thing. So, I totally understand. Oh, pish posh. Actually, what I'm probably going to do here later on tonight is I need to get I want to get my cameras moved around, because what my intention is I need to get my train track situated. So I got to start playing with the train track to figure out how the heck I'm going to do that. So that's probably going to be my next big project, and I'm hoping to do it tonight. What I want to do is rearrange my cameras, move them around, get it to where my cameras are over at my city, and start doing some cleanup and some straightening of the actual train tracks. And the reason I said pish posh is it was to Thomas Davies' comment about fantasy is not sci-fi. To me, it's one and the same. Great. Yeah, I figured I'd probably hear a comment to me saying that. Take care, Zabadak. I hope you have a good night, buddy, and I hope you have a good night's sleep. Stick around me and you'll probably hear lots of old phrases. Part of it is me trying to think of ways to say stuff without saying what is in my head. Potter. Harry Potter. This is one set I've been dying to build, quite simply because of the car. Even though I know it's kind of a goofy looking build, I always thought the car looked pretty cool. And it gave me a major 80s vibe, is what I would call it. 70s, 80s vibe. You know what? Let's change up the music just a touch. Let's see. Let's go with some. Let's see what this is. Meditation. It's probably going to be too chill. I really don't, as far as swearing or whatever, because I've actually done stuff before myself. I don't really think it's that big of a deal, because I remember watching a video, and this was directly from YouTube's, when following their terms and services, so on and so forth. And when it's used in general conversation, I guess would be the best way I could explain it. It's not something that they're really worried about and they're going to hurt you for, or fine you, not fine you, but make a comment to you, I guess, or however you want to look at it. But it's when you get on and you're just blowing it out to blow it out, so to speak, is when you will find that they have a problem with you cursing and swearing and so on and so forth. The occasional accident, not a big deal. But if you're acting like a total retard, going over the top with it, that's when it's going to become an issue for you and your channel. So just an occasional slip, it's not a big deal. At least that was the way that I took it and the way that I understood it. Like I said, I think it's a cool looking car from the box art. I've never built it, but I definitely agree with you, Greg. I think it's an awesome looking car, and that was why this is right here is one of the reasons that I just wanted to build this set, was honestly because of the car. Because I think it looks really cool, and again, like I said, it gives me personally an 80s vibe to it. Is how I feel about it anyway. Oh, there's a time and a place for everything. Absolutely. 1, 2. That is actually about the perfect size for that build as well. It just needs the back side of it. What I really need to do is watch some Harry Potter movies to maybe get a little bit better feel of the house so I can modify it. Mock it up. Set to mock. Yes, this is the Weasley's car. This was the flying car. The one they got in trouble for when they flew it over the city. Because all of us muggles would see it. Muggles being everyday humans. For those that are not aware. I'm not even going to worry about the license plate at the moment. You have built this before then, Greg, I take it? Obviously. So the Whomping Willow really messed the car up. Which I do. Now that set I already built. That was actually a really fun set and a really good looking set. So we already had that discussion, so I don't know why I was asking you if you had this set or not. But the Whomping Willow, actually, didn't they have the car in the Whomping Willow set? Now that I'm thinking about it, I thought it was a little bit different looking, though. It didn't look as much as like this one, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. I'd have to go over and try and find it now. I'm trying to hurry up and finish this because I'm feeling a bathroom break running on. I want to get this done before I go off to go do that. And why does my music keep stopping? What is going on with here? Let's try rock. Let's see how that sounds. I didn't think it was the same car. That's why I said I'm a little... Because to me, I don't feel like this was the car that was in that set, but I'm going to have to go find it and check it out now just to see. 'Cause it should be the same car, but I thought they were actually different builds. Hello, Paulo Olivia, and thank you so much for hanging out with us, and I hope you have a great night as well. I have to say, I kind of like the sound of this music. This is definitely better than the last channel I had it on. Makes me think of like something like what the heck was the name of that movie? Xander Cage. What was the name of that movie? Triple X. That was the name of it. It definitely looks similar, absolutely. But like I said, it is a different build. Welcome to the Xander Zone. And Rob spit it out after and said, there might be a delay, but yes, it definitely was Triple X. I loved that movie. Welcome to the Xander Zone. And most people, when you say Triple X, they probably immediately think of something else. And it's not that. Take care, Papa's Bricks. We will see you later. Yeah, my opinion, I wasn't as impressed with the sequels. The original Triple X movie I thought was pretty good, but the sequels, it was just that. It's exactly what it was for me, just meh. But I mean, some people might have liked them. I wasn't really that thrilled or personally impressed myself with them. Oop, did I miss a comment? Somebody said interesting idea to Paulo Olivia. Oh, there he is. Who is using the Home Alone set? Like an advent calendar. It's the best advent calendar ever. Actually, Easy Craftsman has been doing it, but he streams on TikTok. But yes, that is exactly, Easy Craftsman is using it as the 24 Days of Christmas. And every day he builds one of the bags out of it. So if you ever get a chance, look for Easy, the letter E, the letter Z, and then the word Craftsman, and you will find him on TikTok, and you'll see that he actually is using it as the advent calendar. And I thought that was actually a brilliant idea of him to do that as well. So somebody is doing it. I don't have the set, sadly. I do intend on buying it, though. But because I was so wrapped up with my commission job and all that stuff, I kind of missed out on a few things. So now I'm going to have to hope that at some point it'll be back in stock and I can be able to get it at that point. But currently, for me, I missed out on a bunch of different things that I would have liked to have had, and I just missed out on them because I was doing the other thing. Oh. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Do-do-do-do. What is there? It is. There we go. I think we're almost done here with this, guys. I am going to have to find the other car because I do have this and do a comparison video. Matt says, I want to thank you for introducing me to Blinky Bricks as I placed my second order today and plan to get more. That's awesome. Like I said, he has some really good products, in my opinion anyway. And his prices, I mean, you really can't argue with him. Like I said, both him and Brick Loot both. I love both their products, and I do use both their products. I would definitely recommend either one of those guys all day long. See, I love the way that set looks, Brick Sergeant, but that's not something I'm really worried that much about getting, honestly. I think it's a really cool looking set, and I guess it would make a good display, and maybe I should start buying stuff like that just to have on display. Maybe that's part of the reason why my channel's not as successful as I'd like it to be, but to me, it's just one of those sets where it's just kind of like, you know, I like it, it looks cool, but not really that worried about getting it. And it's not that there's anything wrong with it, it's just I don't know what I could use it for in a city or even in a display because it's so big. And I don't want to have to make a couple of those to do a Lego display. So, but I will agree with you. That set looks freaking amazing. So, I mean, you can't argue that at all. It is an amazing looking set. And anyway, that is the finished build, guys. And then the chain is hidden in the trunk for those of you that are familiar with the movie. Because Ronald Weasley busts Harry Potter out of the upstairs bedroom by hooking a chain to the flying car and then popping it out. So that's your play feature with this set as well. Miss Bricks, I've never heard of. Now that, yes, it would definitely look good with the Millennium Falcon. I agree with you on that, Brick Sergeant. I never bought that set either, though. I love this car, personally. Let me see if I can find my other one. I'm just curious how close they are. You know, that's funny, because there's really only... This is the car from the Whomping Willow. This is the car from this set. There really isn't no difference. Now that you've pointed it out, the only major difference is on this one, they actually used the wall element as a window, where on the new one, they used a different piece for the glass. And then on the back, this is the Whomping Willow set. They used 2 blue slope pieces. And on this set, they just did that with the headlight brick, and then they put the wedge on the back of it. So, really, if you're just wanting the car, the Whomping Willow set is much cheaper to get it. And honestly, looking at it, now that they're side by side, I almost think the Whomping Willow one actually looks better. But either way, they're both cool cars. I don't care how you cut it. And then the fact that you have the printed stripe already built into the door is definitely a bonus. They also did the trunk a little differently on this one. So the trunk on the Privet Drive is better than the trunk on the Whomping Willow one. So there is some subtle differences, but it's nothing major. Otherwise, most of it looks pretty much identical. Thomas Davies says, is the Millennium Falcon the same scale as the AT-AT? I assume all the USC... I think all the USC is the same, but I'm not sure, to be honest with you, Thomas Davies. And Aussie Adams, thank you so much. That was awesome of you. He just donated $2. Thank you so much, Aussie Adams. But I agree with you guys. That car is cool. And I didn't realize I've been streaming for almost 2.5 hours. I'm going to end it here because I need to go eat dinner. And then I'm going to try and come back out, trying and rearrange some of my cameras, and try and do another live stream here in probably about 1 to 2 hours, guys. So I'm shooting for an 8 o'clock live stream. We'll say 8 or 9 o'clock because it's almost 7 now. But anyway, I'm going to end the stream here. And before I end it, I do want to do my typical, let me shut off the there we go. I wanted to kill the music. I do want to roll that beautiful bean footage, as I like to tell everybody, to give a special thanks to those that have supported the stream by donating. And with that, I want to say a very special thank you to well, let me wait until it says their names. To Brick Sargent, Paul W., and Aussie Adams Bricks. Thanks all three of you guys for doing donations during the stream. I really, truly appreciate it. Is without the support of members like you, I would not be able to do all the awesome things that I can do. But anyway, again, I'll be back hopefully in 1 to 2 hours, and we will go at it some more with some more live streams. Thank you, everybody, for coming to Bevan's Bricks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share below, and hopefully we'll see you next